Okay, so today's video is some more behind the scenes footage I didn't know I had originally, but it was done with my coaches, my corner's cell phones. Literally right after the win, right after the fight, I went out back and I saw JJ and they were just telling me their reaction and stuff. But before we get into that, I have to address Adam Saleh. In the post-fight interview, I said this.
And I had a couple of opponents who backed up, and he stepped up to take this fight.
And technically, Adam never backed out of the fight because he never agreed to it, but sort of, he did address it at the time. He was kind of saying that since I was a professional fighter that I should be fighting someone like his coach or his trainer or something like that. Which again, I didn't really understand. I'm not calling out somebody who is less experienced than me or someone that I think that I can just beat. I'm calling out somebody who I think, just like last time, would be a great competitor. Listen guys, you don't see me calling out Jake Paul or Joe Weller. I don't have any problems with any of those guys. Well, like, Jake, whatever. To be frank, they're not on the same level, so it doesn't really make sense. Jake would be the only guy because like PJ over Flo, he has similar experience in combat sports, being a wrestler or jiu-jitsu practitioner, and they both had done some MMA. So that makes the most sense because I'm not a traditional boxer, and that's what I wanted to say. This is my first amateur boxing match. This is the first time I've ever competed in boxing, and I have 2 amateur kickboxing matches. The only boxers I've ever even sparred with, who are people who do pure boxing, are the 2 YouTubers who I sparred with out in Cali, Charles and Ace, and as you can see, when it came to raw boxing skill, they were both better than me because they had the experience of training in a boxing gym for years and being around the sport and understanding the game and the ring and just everything. And then Vidal. Those are the only people outside of my father who have had actual amateur boxing experience that I've trained with and fought with. Adam is someone who grew up in a boxing gym, has had, I believe, 15 amateur boxing matches, all of which I believe he won. I'm pretty sure he's undefeated. Yes, that was a while ago, I guess, but still, that still counts. I didn't do any real sparring with boxers leading up to this fight, besides the ones that you've seen on my YouTube channel. So the reason I originally think this would be a good matchup is because when it comes to boxing's raw skill, he's better. Yes, I have the size advantage, but right now, I remember I gained 20 pounds. So he called out someone like Jake. Walk around weight, Jake is bigger than me. I walk around like 170. Jake was actually walking around bigger than me. And I'm 5'11", and I'm not sure if he's the same height as me, but he's a similar build. Again, I put on weight for this fight. I can easily take the weight off, not a big deal. So the only thing I would say that I would have an advantage of is power. But then again, if we met the same weight class, I've seen his sparring, raw boxing skill, his way around the ring and his movement seems a little bit more in tune than me. I was telling one of my friends that maybe I didn't have enough clout to verse someone like him at the time, and I was even talking to Jordy too. I get it, like a high risk, low reward type of thing, that if you compete against me, even I'm not as big as you, if you lose, it's worse. If you win, it's not as crazy of a thing because my clout isn't the same. But based off of this fight, after this fight, I think that, I mean, in terms of me competing on that stage with everybody else on the undercard, when it comes to YouTube boxing, my name is definitely out there now. As you can see on his YouTube channel, he calling out Jake, all the comments without me even saying anything were about competing with me. But based off what this is going, I don't even think this is gonna happen because he didn't even address it. He didn't even say anything about it, which should be obvious because he talks about being KO King or talks about being the YouTube champion, but it's clear that I obviously did very well in the fight. So, and I versed another YouTuber, so I don't get that there. And weight is not an issue. Weight will not be a thing. That's the thing. You cannot say that I'm bigger. That is just not true because Jake is a similar size and I've competed at 155 before, so that wouldn't be an issue. But anyways, I don't know. I just honestly want an answer. I just want to know why. Why? If it's a clout thing, if it's, I don't know what it is. I just want to know why, to be honest. I don't get it. But anyways, let's get back to this content. One of the coolest moments I was able to share with JJ. I just thank them again for having me a part of the show. Just really cool. Enjoy. Oosh.
When I told Brody, I said, liver shot. Everyone was saying, no. He said what he's gonna do. He said what he's gonna do. You're telling me. Wait. Check it out. Go. You went there and you said, right now. And then he got back up. I was like, oh my God. I love it. Like everyone. Third round. Thank you. Oh, bro. Should've put it on me, bro. Yes, yes. I felt so alive. When I felt it, I was like, oh, he can't.
Sensei's went for attack.
Yeah.
And I knew the third round is coming.
Yeah.
The third round, he just went, I'm telling you.
Now, last one. I showed everything. The long game, the post game, I wanted to show defense. Once I showed everything, I said, okay, here comes the liver shot. Oh, yeah!
That's how you know he's a professional. Look at the head movement, in, out, in, out. I'm telling you, man. Listen to him.
I can't wait, man. The commentators in the commentary.
The commentary was mad. The whole room here was going, I should have filmed it. Everyone was like,
I'm gonna go chill.
you're like,
Hey! Everybody shuts up. What the bench is like? We're doing good. Team on team win, maybe 4-5. What'd you do?
Have you, right? Be aware of that, right? So if you hang out here when we're doing mitts, when we go to spar, you're not gonna hang out here because you know I can punch you, right? So be a little bit further back where I can't really hit you. Widen your stance a little bit more. Okay, you go. Step in and back. Good. Just a jab. And then back up again. That's it. Good.
Are you talking to UK or
good? 1, 2. Good. Again. 1, 2. Good. Back up again. 1, 2. Good. There you go. 1, 2. Good. Turn into the 2 a little bit more. There you go. Again. Good. And 1, 2.
oh,
1, 2. Good. Right underneath the 2. Roll after. Good. Don't move your head. Use your legs.
Oh, this one.
1, 2, legs. Yeah, that's fine. Again. Lower. And your legs lower. That's it. So you don't need head. Lower like that. 1, 2. Good.
More sweeps than
1, 2.
18 weeks.
Good. 1, 2. Same thing.
Add
Add 2.
Yeah,
one down.
Good. Add 2 jabs.
So modern times I'd say
Straight 1,
2.
Yeah, but it's
When you do
to do it as
the 1,
female.
keep your backhand up, like you're thrusting. I want you to do it like that. So you.
I'll make you better. Like the interview, like, when I Will and me, then Will was like 5 minutes.
Everyone wants me to kill you.
I'm like, yeah, all the comments.
Yeah, it's a tough part where you get the most progress.
Yeah, you gotta
You learn the most.
you have to do this one.
No,
I'll do you want to do time?
this one.
Alright.
Not like 3 times. Yeah.
It makes more sense to
You
do
should
time.
put time. Get a time.
You probably do time,
If
right?
you don't do a timer, we're gonna stop when I say stop.
Yeah. And
Not when
then
you
You
say
should
stop.
probably just do time.
Then do time, yeah, but do 3.
how tight
Yeah,
is
that's perfect. Now,
I'm not
that
surprised.
should go over here. And then you pull that over.
You want me to ref it? You want me to ref it? Or do you want to do your thing?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
JJ, any advice?
just liver salt.
Wait, are we going 100% first round?
No. Never 100% sparring.
Okay. 90.
You ready?
I'm ready. It's rolling.
Okay, touch gloves.
Keep your ears open, 'cause I'm gonna talk to you as you do it. Right?
Okay.
All right, go.
Let's go.